The fact that we're here, the culminating moment, is like, how do you get back to the normality of it all, right? Like, what's the new normal for me? It doesn't exist without the association of the war that is ongoing. It's not, it hasn't subsided. It's just a relocation of some things, and we're not going to get into it, but it's an ongoing thing. So for me, and I was lucky that Peter was with me on this. Like, I made that commitment. Like, we are, working on Baranova 27, my organization. We're pushing out aid. We're working on other ways of getting other things into the country and where it's needed. We're working on developing, livable towns, makeshift towns that can maybe serve as something else. Try to attract technology, 3D printing and so on. So, this is where I'm dedicating myself, but I think it's very important to also make sure that people don't forget about it. I realized when I got home that this is so far away, and it is hard to retell the story over and over. And so, I'm just using this opportunity to also say, like, it's going on right now. People are just now starting to need even more help, and we should, stay with it.
To get the phone call and to call him and see him like frantically packing his bags, like trying to get out of the hotel, was just like, I had a heart attack nearly. Like, I had to sit myself down and like calm down for him. And then the next 8 days that you were there, 8 days, were life-changing, absolutely life-changing. I mean, I literally wrote him a text, almost a goodbye text, like, if something happens. Oh, don't make me cry. Ugh.
No, but look, the perspective is it happened for a reason, right? And so, again, it's not to use, I guess that's what happens with the Sean Penn when he had the revelation he had to do core, right, and be a part of something bigger. With me, it was with GEM, Global Empowerment Mission. The seeing the magnitude of what Bethany Frankel was able to do with Be Strong, and how they were able to build an incredible infrastructure. And I thought about it, and I'm like, I have my dad, myself, and Val were born at Baranova 27. That's our address. So, who but us to do this on a bigger level and bring more awareness? It's our, it's my burden to bear. It's my, flag to sort of like bear. I am, my brother and I are lucky recipients of our parents' decision in the 90s to immigrate, and where we left the exact same regime that's, Ukraine is fighting right now. And so the irony of being back in that place in the time of war, when my parents' decision was for us to escape the war, that was just, there was a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, my dad's actually flying over now, like in the next couple of days. So we're continuing our presence and just making sure that, we're still developing our logistics. It's very hard getting the right things at the right time, to the people that need them. And so that's what I'm working out. The next level for me is to be able to, answer a call within 24 hours and be able to deliver whatever's needed. I'm lucky. I think I'm lucky with the foundation that we have, the type of relationship that we have. And I felt really bad because she was telling me not to go. So was every sane person, but I was offered advice, and I followed those advice, and here we are. But it was just awful to see and experience, but the also, I guess, the beautiful to see and experience if you're that type of person and have the ability. And I'm lucky that I have the ability to then parlay that feeling into something tangible. I'm lucky that I have my dad, the ultimate organizer. I'm lucky to have a brother that immediately stepped onto this and started, his part. I'm lucky to have the family and the support, and and I'm lucky to have the people that would just ground me afterwards. I gave myself a couple of days or a week or whatever, rehab with my kid, taking him to school, and I'm back where I feel like I need to be.
He knew that he was in Ukraine because he'd been there a lot of times before that. I didn't let him watch anything, and he's too young to be able to see those images and to really, I didn't want him to put him into a spot where Papa was in danger and to scare him. Like, there's no way I would do that. So, yeah, he was very sheltered. It was just another Ukraine trip, like nothing out of the ordinary, right?
But prior to the experience, we were thinking I have a young son, and what is the background, where the roots.
I'm just going to continue on my journey with expanding Peter Jane Beauty, and hopefully we're going to be able to go into makeup products soon. Obviously focusing on my son as well. I'm pretty much a full-time mum as well, and yeah, a bit some dancing in along the way.
I just want to be a good dad and a great husband, and and after that, it's whatever the life throws at us, right? Isn't it funny? I've been making all these plans, and we can all probably sit back and say, yeah, so have I. For the last 5 years, I've been making plans. We can tell you that 90% of things we're doing today are not things that we were planning. So let's just be open and hug a loved one.